Hey guys, MegaTimHo here again, and today I'll be doing a video response to JamesonCaine's 245 subs contest. I came across this because General Splatin did one, and I noticed it was going on, came over, checked out his stuff, was pretty interested, so subscribed anyway, figured why not. So anyway, he has a bunch of questions that you have to answer. First of all, I'd like to apologize for my appearance. I've literally been running around the woods for work all week. So in southern Newfoundland, if anyone knows where that is, it's literally the middle of nowhere, crawling with moose. So I'm pretty scuzzy looking right now. Anyway, but I figured why not broadcast that to the world. So, getting down to the questions. Question 1. How did you get started in the hobby? I had some friends who play it, and I was always into things like Magic and D&D and stuff like that, and I always heard about this Warhammer game, but I was like, seems really expensive, so I'm going to stay away from it. But my friends played it, and on one of my weaker moments, they asked if I wanted to play a game. One of them had an extra army, so I played one game. I was hooked. I think I played Space Marines. Then I went and researched what army to play, and obviously I chose Orcs. For anyone who subscribes to my channel knows that, because they're really more my style. Anyway, it's probably a long answer to that one. Are you a gamer or a hobbyist? I wish I want to be a gamer. I'm a gamer in every other aspect when it comes to video games and stuff like that. For this hobby, I'd love to be a gamer. Unfortunately, I don't get a lot of games in. I get probably 10 times as much painting, so I'm probably a hobbyist right now. But I enjoy both, really. Painting, putting together, and also playing, and everything else. Anyway, what's my favorite paint? Well, I started off with the Citadel stuff, like probably most people do, because I didn't know anything else. I hate it. Now, there's the pots dry out and don't close well and everything like that. So I'm slowly using that up, and I've been switching over to Reaper, that comes in the dropper bottles. And for the most part, I like that so far, but that's only been the past couple of months. Also, when GW changed their paint range, I just don't want to deal with learning a whole bunch of new different names, so yeah. So I'd say Reaper right now, but those are the only two I've tried. Anyway, what was the first model I ever painted? First model I ever painted, I bought a set of Luda Bernas, and this took me a while to find him, but I don't know if you can see that. But I painted the mech. Was the first guy I ever painted. Straight up paint job, no highlights, no shading, no nothing, just getting the colors on the model. So he's alright. I got enough Orcs to paint, so I won't go back and repaint them, and I still use them, and blend it into a bunch of other guys on the table, and it looks fine. Oh, mixed those last two up. Oh well, whatever, I answered it. How would you rate yourself as a painter? I rate myself pretty low on most things, but other people may disagree. I'm going to say 5.5, something like that. Hoping to get better. Always trying to get better. What are your goals as a painter? Any technique you have yet to master? There's probably a lot of techniques I haven't mastered. But one thing I'd like to do, specifically, is get an airbrush. I've never owned an airbrush, I've never tried an airbrush. I see a lot of people do it online, and either they're really good at it, or it's not that difficult because it looks amazing, and they do it rather quick. So, anyway, I want to try an airbrush, and sometime, probably later this year, I'll end up buying one. I found a really good one on eBay. Well, not a really good one, a really good deal on eBay that I'll probably get to test. Was your girlfriend, wife, slash other half think you a hobby. My wife thinks it's ridiculous. She's really not into any of that stuff, but she has her hobbies, I have my hobbies. As long as I don't spend a lot of money, well, don't spend a ton of money on it, or go nuts, I'm pretty safe. She doesn't like how it kind of takes over the office area, but at least not in the rest of the house. Anyway, have you personally experienced any ridicule for your hobby? Yes. There's some people in my family who are like, don't be so foolish, why are you spending money on that? Why you spend all your time on that? But, I mean, everybody has a hobby, and some people get some people don't get others. I suppose if I was a musician, I wouldn't spend thousands of dollars on an instrument, that would be okay. So, anyway, it's not the norm, but it's fun, and there's a lot of people who do it, obviously. Have you ever thought about giving up the hobby? In my weaker moments, sometimes I do. In the past 2 years, me and my wife have gotten married, bought a house, and had our first child. So he's been 10 months old. That's a lot of work. New house is a lot of work. I got a lot of landscaping and stuff to do. So I always have a lot of stuff, commitments to do that take me away from it, and sometimes I think, well, I really don't have time for this, but it's not work. Like, building models is fun, it relaxes me, so I think I kind of need that. Anyway, so I probably won't give up. Yes or no, is there a wargame cuter than Warhammer Jody, aka the Jody Berry? I just went and watched your video. I haven't met one if there is. There might be someone out there on the internet, but around where I live, all I play with is big, hairy, sweaty men. So, yeah, any girl would be cuter than any of the guys I play with. So, that's pretty much it. Those are answers to all my questions, and thanks for submitting me in the contest, Jameson, and thanks for putting on the contest. So, until next time, this is MegaTimHo, and I'll see you in another one of my update videos.